So what's going on guys, Kids here, and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you a new player guide in Starfield. I've played about 100 hours and there are a lot of mistakes and secret tips that I found. So kick back, relax, and let's get right into it. So then moving over to the first mistake, and it is that most players don't know that you can fast travel everywhere. For some reason this took me way too long to figure it out. But you can fast travel to any planet you visited once before. There is no need to hop into your cockpit, take off, then jump to the system, then select the landing zone, and etc. If you've been to a major settlement before, then you can even directly travel to the location, like the Mast district from the Aquila city, as long as you aren't carrying any contraband. So to fast travel, all you need to do is just open the galaxy map from your character's menu, zoom out and select the system, then planet, and then the location that you want to travel to, and that's it. You can also always fast travel to your ship by using the scanner. So just target the ship or any other location with icons you've unlocked to instantly travel there. The only limitation is that you have to travel to these areas first. You have to be unencumbered, and you can't be carrying any contraband that will get scanned in the orbit. Then the second big mistake is that a lot of players forget or just leave their ship parts in your personal inventory. In general, ship parts are the aid item that heals your ship. Each ship part is incredibly heavy, so about 10 mass each, and you can collect a bunch of them. Either way, if you bought them from the vendor or if you found them while exploring, they have a high value, so you will want to grab as many as you can. But don't keep them in your personal inventory. They will weigh you down incredibly quickly, and they will always appear in the Aid tab. So whenever you visit your ship, make sure to check your Aid tab and drop your ship parts into the cargo hold. You can also quickly deposit all of your resources. So just after you select your personal inventory, while transferring items at your ship cargo, you will see a quick move keybind that will instantly move all the resources from your inventory to the ship cargo. This is very useful to know, so you could use it to your best advantage. So then while we are talking about ships, the next big mistake is that players don't assign their crew to their ship right away. Crew are absolutely integral part to your early success in Starfield, and you will quickly gather a small group of them. At the start of the game, you can select up to 3 crewmen for your ship. All the companions you unlock from the constellation can be assigned to your ship as a crew as well. So do it ASAP by opening your character menu, then selecting the ship menu, which is the bottom left, and then go to the crew. When you assign your crew, the skills that are associated with flying a spaceship will be highlighted as well. These will be the crew members that you want the most. When a crew member is assigned to your ship, you will gain their ability while flying. This is very important to do so if you want to fight hard enemies in space, because healing is so limited and you are so exposed that space battle can be devastating if you're not prepared. So then the next mistake will be more of a personal preference, but I see a lot of times players wasting their time while exploring, by searching and exploring every single pixel. And unlike in other games, you don't get much by doing it. So planets and even the outposts you will frequently explore are absolutely enormous in Starfield. Some of these areas you could search for hours, and almost always you will find nothing. What you really want to look out for are the computer terminals and loot crates. The yellow crates with neon lights are easy to spot, and they are where you will find 90% of the loot in every location you explore. What I'm saying is that you can essentially ignore the rest of the environment and only look for the loot crates. At the end of the large outpost, you will usually find a hexagon-shaped loot crate, and these always have the best loot possible. Planets are packed with resources you can mine or collect when you want to research or construct an outpost. And there are rare magazine collectibles that you can find. My recommendation is always to be on the lookout for these magazines. And they are just not in settlements. They can also appear in outposts, abandoned labs, lost mines, and whatever other dungeon you can encounter. Then the fifth huge mistake is that players don't purchase skills for ballistics or lasers. So not only space fighting is difficult, but shooting up enemies on the ground is also very difficult in the early game. Naturally, you want to unlock skills in your favorite types of weapons, which could be heavy weapons, rifles, pistols, shotguns, and etc. And you will also need to purchase skills for ballistics or lasers. Depending on your preference, these skills are essential for your survival. Ballistics are much more common in the galaxy, so I recommend grabbing ballistics to deal extra damage. You will go from barely scratching the enemies to actually taking them down efficiently. So remember that your weapon can do so much more damage if you just add a skill for your ballistics or lasers. So then, while we are talking about hard and difficult fights, let's take a look at the mistake that players don't adjust their enemy difficulty, because it is very important. So the early game in Starfield can be brutally hard, and if you're progressing through the main story and just getting killed instantly, which can happen, then don't forget that the difficulty settings can be changed at any time. All you need to do is open the pause menu, then go to the settings, and then set the difficulty to easy or very easy. On very easy, you basically can't lose any encounters, and there's also no penalty for lowering the difficulty. There are many moments where your ship simply can't beat a sudden ambush in space, and when that happens, don't be afraid to lower the difficulty, so you can progress, and then at any time you can change it back, if you feel like perhaps you have more confidence, or you have got much stronger. In these types of games, I prefer the exploration aspect more, and as already you can spend hundreds of hours just exploring, than just straight up fighting. So if you're like me, then here's the fix for you. So then my next mistake was that I didn't really focus on the main storyline. I 100% recommend to focus on the main story. I won't say why exactly to not spoil the storyline, but a short while into the story, you will earn upgrades that can make the combat significantly easier. You don't have to complete the main story. There are roadblocks along the way that force you to level up, but once you reach a certain threshold, you will be able to unlock enhancements that can turn previously impossible battles into a breeze. So please don't miss out and don't waste your time by saving the main storyline for later. Then, in the spirit of the storyline and progressing throughout the campaign, the next mistake is that players like to focus too much on companions, and a lot of times they forget about the stealth mechanic. So, stealth is another skill that can completely change the way you play. By taking cover and hiding, you can lose contact with the enemy. When you are hidden, your sneak attacks deal twice as more normal damage. And once you've upgraded your favorite weapon or get your hands on a silenced gun, you will be able to deliver multiple sneak attacks in a quick succession. There's just one problem: your companions will fight back, breaking the stealth permanently if you're spotted. So if you want to go for a stealth build, I recommend asking your companion to stay on the ship while you sneak through the outpost, scoring insta-kills with silenced weapons. Even stealth-focused companions like Andrea won't stop shooting after spotting the enemy. So if stealth is your preferred choice, then leave your companion and go solo. So then, for one of the last mistakes, we have that players forget or just don't focus early on into the ranking up their piloting skill. Because space combat is so difficult early on, you will want to focus into piloting ASAP. Even at rank 1, you will notice a huge improvement in your piloting skill. Without piloting, your ship is sluggish. Get rank 1 and you will be flying much faster. Another important aspect of your piloting skill is that this will allow you to unlock Class B and Class C spaceships. You won't be able to pilot these enhanced spaceships until you rank up piloting, so start early. Space fights are rare, so you will need every kill to count towards the next piloting rank. And then for the last and final mistake, I want to take a closer look at the contraband mechanic and why most players get caught. So at one point or another, you may find yourself picking up some contraband, which are items banned in the settled systems, which we need to use for traveling. If you're caught carrying these items either on your ship or in person, then you will be arrested. To successfully hide the contraband on your ship, you need to have some shielded cargo, and ideally a scan jammer. While these items are rarely on sale, you can find them on the enemy ships. As I said in the previous mistake, focus on your piloting skill, so you can be much stronger and thus in result win against stronger enemy ships, so then you can loot them much faster. Then as well, if you're caught committing a crime like hacking or murdering on a planet in the settled systems, then you might find yourself being arrested. Ending up in prison will lead you to losing some previous XP, but you won't decrease in level or lose any skills. So please invest your time into the things that I mentioned in this video and try to get the shielded cargo space or a scan jammer to be 100% safe. And that's about it. So with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions, feedback or other video ideas, like guides or beginner tutorials that you would like to see in the next video, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. If you found this video helpful, then please leave a like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and you wouldn't miss any more upcoming content for Starfield. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in my next video, so take it easy, peace.